Hey everybody, welcome to our webinar today. Master Toby Milroy here, Vice President for AMS, and thanks so much for taking this time out of your busy schedule as a school operator to join us and to spend some time working on your business instead of just working in your business. That's one of the things one of the sort of habits that you really want to get into, right? You really want to make a habit of spending time focusing on the strategy of growing your business. Sometimes when we get hot and heavy in the middle of the day, and we're so focused on getting the next task done, or so focused on getting the next objective met, that we forget to take a step back and think about strategy. And that's a critically important skill and habit for you to develop. So thanks so much for taking time to do that. Hey, if you could, let me know if you can hear me okay, if the audio's okay. Give me a thumbs up down below, or a like, or a comment. Pop a comment in the chat area if you like. Let me know if you can hear me okay, if everything's seems to be transmitting okay. Sometimes we've had some audio difficulties here in the past webinar, so I want to make sure we got that straightened out. So everybody's good? Everybody's good? Thumbs up? All right. So while we're waiting here for everybody to kind of get signed in and get logged on, today we have several audiences with us. Number one is we have our AMS clients, right? We have many of our AMS members, folks who are clients of our AMS billing services, clients who are using Atlas martial arts software to manage their business, and sort of our extended family, so to speak. We also have folks who are members of our private Martial Arts World News group. So I'm glad everybody made it. Thank you so much for coming. Again, if you can hear me okay, if you can hear me all right, hit a thumbs up, hit a like, give me a smiley face or something like that, or if you can't, maybe a frowny face or something. Let me know. Oh yeah, okay, great. Let me know if you're here and you can hear me okay. So thanks again for coming. Thanks again for making it, everybody. I'm really glad you're here. As I described just a moment ago, today we're going to be spending some time thinking about your business, thinking about your current operation in your martial arts school, and the parts of your business that you should be leveraging and optimizing to make sure that you can attract enough students into your school and sort of grow your location and grow your business. So thanks again so much for joining us today. Let's go ahead and jump right in here in just a second here. So with our time today, we're going to be talking a fair bit about how to leverage social media and other digital platforms and digital marketing outlets for your martial arts school. And one of the reasons that we designed the iEnroll system, the iEnroll process, is really to help martial arts schools, because managing social media effectively and efficiently is very labor intensive. It takes a lot of time and a lot of focus and daily effort, multiple times a day in many cases, to make sure that this is very effective for you. And so it's very confusing, right? Many school operators have commented and have sent me emails and text messages and comments on our webinars and our teleseminars and things like that about some of the common points of confusion that they have. And so I had my team here assemble a really nice primer, right? A really nice sort of 101 guide to using social media for your martial arts school. And what I mean by that is, there are so many folks in our industry and so many folks outside of our industry, just building a Facebook page, building a fan page, building a profile, these types of things. It's pretty easy to do. You follow the instructions and you can build your profile. No big deal. But there are a lot of fundamentals. There are a lot of sort of nuances about creating those, and what kind of keywords should I be using in those profiles, and on what platform should I be building, and how should I interconnect those platforms, and how do the ad networks and post boosting and things like that, how does all that sort of come into play to create a productive social media strategy? And what I see so often in our industry and others, but certainly in ours, is a lot of bright shiny object syndrome, right? Where, oh, hey, there's a cool new thing on Facebook. Let's go take a look at that. Let's look at Facebook chatbots today, right? Or let's look at video syndication across Instagram, things like that. And I'm not saying that those things aren't valuable, and I'm not saying that there isn't a place for that. But really, what we're focused on with our clients and with everybody who hopefully I can help with this is using social media in a productive manner to produce an ROI, to produce new students coming in the door. It's not just about spending hours and hours a day, posting and liking and commenting and things like that. I mean, that's great, but I need this to turn into an ROI. I need this activity to turn into a flow of new students. That's certainly what we've accomplished with the iEnroll process. Now, in addition to that, I'm sure that you have questions about, leveraging this for yourself. So go ahead and drop your email address in the comment section here, and I'll have my team send this report out to you. No strings attached, no commitment or anything like that. This is just a totally free resource to give you sort of a primer, a 101 outline on leveraging social media for your martial arts school, sort of starting at the beginning, sort of a 101 view on that. Okay, so drop your email address in the comments here, and I'll have my team send it out to you right away. All right, so what is the iEnroll system, and what can it do for your martial arts school? That's what we're going to spend some time talking about today. Our objective with the iEnroll system is to drive tens of millions of new students back into the martial arts industry. And I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to be accomplishing that. First of all, let's take a look at what's happening in the martial arts industry today. Number one is we've lost 90%, and in some cases even more, of the adult students we had in the industry to yoga and fitness and other programs. Take yoga as an example. Just a few years ago, yoga had only about 6 million participants in the U.S. Today, they have 36.7 million participants in yoga, and over 80 million Americans claim that they'll try yoga sometime in the next 12 months. That's a huge shift in focus, right? Many of those adults who have gone over to yoga have come from the martial arts. And with the iEnroll system, we're going to be bringing them back. The second challenge that we're having in our industry is that traditional marketing is all but dead and obsolete. Buying expensive Yellow Pages ads, direct mail campaigns, radio and television has simply gone the way of the dodo. It's super wasteful and super expensive. And the iEnroll process now leverages social media and internet marketing to the levels that no one in our industry has accomplished yet. And we're now able to attract students into your martial arts school at a fraction of the cost that we used to spend in traditional marketing. And number three, our average enrollment in martial arts has been declining for years. Again, look at the yoga industry. They've gone from 6 million to 36 million just over a few years. But what's happened in the martial arts industry? We have not seen that kind of growth at all. We've seen a general decline. So what we're doing with the iEnroll process is going to reverse that trend. Together, if we work together as an industry, we can change the course of events. We can turn this crisis into a real opportunity, a huge opportunity for our industry and for your school specifically. So again, what is the iEnroll system? The iEnroll system is completely unduplicated in the industry. There's nothing like this in our industry or frankly in any other right now. This is completely unique. It's a unique combination of 5 specific mechanisms. Starting with our breakthrough marketing system, where we're able to now target and identify students, prospective students who are interested in what you do and who would make a great fit for your school, who can afford lessons, who live within a close radius to your school, things like that. Cutting-edge proprietary technology and software that we've developed here at AMS. We've spent more than $7 million over the last couple of years developing the iEnroll system. And this is something, again, that's totally proprietary that we've cracked the code on and have built software around it, management systems around it to help facilitate for our clients. Third, leveraging high-impact social media marketing on Facebook and Instagram and many other outlets. Number 4, driving traffic to laser-targeted multimedia, multi-step web funnels that our schools get to take advantage of, and you don't even have to know how to turn a computer on. All of this is 100% done for you. You have to learn 0 HTML. You have to do nothing to be able to accomplish this. And then number 5, robust automation software for marketing, follow-up, and also school management. So all of this together is what the iEnroll process can do for your school and drive traffic to your door for you with 0 extra work on your part. We're very excited about that. So let's talk about some real in the weeds results that we're getting with the iEnroll process. And these are ungarnered, these are unedited, these are straight from the horse's mouth, actual physical provable results that we're getting with this process. This is Instructor V. Let me have him tell you in his words what his results are.
I am thrilled. For the first time, I have a waiting list. So I moved to a bigger location. The most important thing is that I don't have to do anything to bring in the new students. It is so easy to sign them up afterwards. I've actually increased my income by $9,500 a month. I'm so thrilled, and iEnroll is totally amazing.
So Instructor V has taken his school from about a 2,400 square foot location to a 3,500 square foot location. Reason was he had a waiting list. He had too many students ready to enroll. He wasn't able to fit them all in the school, right? So he moved to a location about, I guess, 60% or 70% bigger, right? And he's now building this next waiting list. So he's added $9,500 a month to his gross. Let me say it again, $9,500 a month, not total over 24 months. This has been about an 18 or 20 month growth curve for this gentleman, and he's up $9,000 a month now, and that's still climbing. So we're very excited. He's doing a great job. We're very excited about the results that we're getting with that process. Let's also chat with Instructor Earl here.
I've doubled my after-school enrollment, and now I have a waiting list. The best thing is that people are registering for lessons while you sleep. I enroll it is.
So Mr. Earl doubled his program, right? He's increased his income by $10,800 a month. Again, not in total, a month, and still climbing. And this has been, again, a really powerful process for him, especially growing his kids' program. So there are three big benefits of the iEnroll system. Number one, it builds a 5-star brand for your martial arts school in your community. Number two, it attracts more adult students into your school, which has really been a challenge for us in our industry. Number three, it instantly ends enrollment and financial worries for you in your martial arts school. Let's drill into exactly how that works. So how do you build a 5-star brand in your martial arts school? Well, this is something that I certainly accomplished in my own schools, and something that we're going to walk through now. It takes 5 big steps, essentially, 5 processes in order to adequately brand your school right now in the digital age, in the digital era. So first, you have to generate thousands of pieces of content. As I'm sure we've all heard, content is king, right? Especially on social media and internet and all of these online channels that we're going to be leveraging. You have to generate lots and lots of content for your users and your prospective customers to see and be impacted by. Number two, you have to re-educate and inspire the people in your community. You have to teach them what martial arts is really all about, because really they don't know. And in fact, they've been negatively influenced with the proliferation of the UFC on television and things like that. They have the wrong idea, right? That's why so many adults have left our industry, right? So we have to re-educate and re-motivate them and help them understand what your program is really all about, so that they can now express interest by being educated, right? Rather than just not knowing what it is that we do. Number three, you want to drive that traffic to, again, as I was describing, those laser-targeted multimedia, multi-step web funnels. These are perfectly matched. They have to be perfectly matched with the marketing and advertising that you're doing, right? You absolutely cannot have any disconnects there. You absolutely do not want to be, have a marketing piece that's designed to be focused on, fitness, and then drive them through a web funnel that's talking about or focused on character building and building self-esteem and focus, right? This has to be very tightly matched, and this is a lot of work and a lot of effort, but it's incredibly important that you get that right. Number four, you have to back all of that up with robust software automation. Again, there's only so many hours in a day, right? So managing the incredibly intense multimedia, multi-step follow-up systems that you want to put your prospects through is incredibly important. You want to be delivering to those prospects, testimonials, case studies, content that help persuade them and help educate them about what your program can do for them and their families, stimulate referrals, all of these types of things you want to be doing through robust software automation in the follow-up systems and processes. And then number five, finally, students show up at your front door. Now you must teach a great trial lesson, move them into classes smoothly, and get them enrolled, right? Again, all of this labor and effort is similar to sending thousands of direct mail ads every day in your community. And as you well know, sending a direct mail campaign is thousands of dollars per campaign, right? So this is something that's incredibly valuable and an incredible discount, frankly, compared to the cost that we used to have to pay with traditional marketing. So that's what you have to do in order to build a 5-star brand. But don't even worry, even a bit. AMS, the iEnroll system, will do all of that for you. You have to do zero extra work to make all this happen. Next is, in order to build a 5-star brand, you have to generate 5-star reviews. And we all know that Yelp and Facebook and Google are huge proponents and huge resources for collecting these reviews. And we're going to help you with that as well. Instead of worrying about that yourself, we're going to help drive your students, drive happy customers to these review sites for you and help them leave great glowing reviews for you in your martial arts school. So why should we even be worried about building a brand, right? Why is that even important? Why is that something that I should even be thinking about in my martial arts school? Well, really important reasons why. Number one is you now become the trusted expert in your community when it comes to martial arts, right? This helps set you apart from your competition by dramatic steps. Number two, it educates and inspires the people in your town to join your school. As I was describing, they need to be educated. They're not sure. They don't know what martial arts is, right? They mostly think it's the UFC and they get to go take martial arts and get punched in the face and break their fingers before work the next day, right? That's not what this is. Number three, obviously it boosts your enrollment and your income. Imagine what life would be like if you could have an extra 10 to 35 new students each and every month in your school. What would you be able to accomplish, right? Number four, it motivates your staff. Your staff will be proud to work for you, proud to be a part of your mission to accomplish what you're accomplishing in your community. And number five, you can achieve your personal dreams. Again, what would happen if you didn't have to worry about driving new students in your front door anymore, right? What would you be able to accomplish? What kind of a lifestyle could you live if you didn't have that stress anymore? Number two, the second big benefit is it brings adult students back into your classroom. Number one, with our powerful pro marketing system, we're able to accurately target adults in your system, and using some proprietary systems and algorithms and applications that we've built here at AMS, we're able to, again, educate and inspire them to drive those new adults into your school with our motivational promotion techniques. This is something that's incredibly useful and takes a ton of work, but again, don't worry, we're going to handle all that for you. Next is our public promotion strategies. And again, this helps to teach people what your program is really all about, and also to help persuade them that they can actually do it, right? And this is a big differentiation. You have to make sure that your prospective students and customers believe that this is something that they can accomplish. And we do that through our public promotion strategies. And then, as I described earlier, we drive all of that traffic through our cutting edge, laser focused, multi-step, multimedia web funnels. So why is having more adults in your school important? Why should we even care, right? Well, obviously, it makes finding quality staff a lot easier. It's much easier to build an instructor team or an instructor club, or whatever you call that in your own school. Number three, it really makes your current staff's job a lot easier, right? Just imagine having lots of adult volunteers, people who are in your martial arts school who can help you grow your school, teach classes, facilitate the parts of your martial arts school that you need help with. Number four, increase profits. Obviously, adult martial artists are great students for your school. And it helps make expanding to multiple locations possible. Imagine having bench strength, right? Imagine having 20 new qualified instructors sitting on your bench, just waiting to go to the new location that you're ready to open, right? That's typically the biggest constraint to multi-school expansion, is being able to generate enough new quality instructors. And we're able to solve that for you with the iEnroll process into your school. So let's hear from Master Ewing here as well. He's filled his evening time classes. He's added 50 new adults in his school. Let's hear from him.
The iEnroll system is taking me to a new level. Finally, the adults are coming back. We have 50 new students in our evening program. The iEnroll system is the modern machine for enrollment. Master Mark Ewing.
Thank you, Master Ewing. So for Master Ewing, he's added $9,500 a month to his gross, and that's climbing. This snapshot of time was taken a couple of months ago, and he had added these 50 adult students in his evening classes over the period of about 4 months, and now now the revenue's starting to trickle in, sort of starting to ramp up, right? He's now doing, renewals and upgrades and things like that. So his $9,500 a month is much higher now. And, for any school to add 50 new adult students in the period of 3 or 4 months is really a very useful and powerful thing, right? His entire outlook, the entire objective of his business is now changing because he now has the ability to create higher quality staff faster. He has the ability to look for expansion and multiple location opportunities. So very, very, very useful in that right.
I increased my income by $12,124 a month. We enrolled so many new students that we had to get a location double the size. The I-Enroll system is the surest way to grow.
And Mr. Nelson really accomplished something incredible. Mr. Nelson is actually in a demographic that most of us on this call or most of us in this watching this video would consider to be subprime, right? It is not a great demographic. It's rural. It's aged. The average age is higher than we would mostly like in many of our schools. But he has done a phenomenal job with the I-Enroll process and has, as he described, moved to a new location double the size. He was in, I think, 2,200 square feet. He moved to a location 5,400 square feet, so more than double, because he had filled his program. His after-school program and his evening program were filled to the brim. He couldn't add any more. So he built a waiting list, then leveraged the list into moving to a new location and added more than $12,000 a month to his gross. And again, that's still growing. So we're very excited and proud of what he's accomplished in that arena. Master Bain also, her situation was interesting. She was one of the early test schools in the I-Enroll process. And up to this date, she's increased her income by more than $12,000 a month. But for her, let me read her testimonial for you. It says, "It was like a miracle. I was very skeptical the first month and a half because I-Enroll started very slowly for my school. However, thanks to the I-Enroll team who didn't give up on me, it's now working like crazy. I don't know how they did it, but after researching my market and trying many different ways, they've increased my income $12,000 a month. A little patience really paid off big time." And here's a case where the demographic in that area was somewhat unique, and it took a little spin-up time for all of the ad campaigns, the social promotion campaigns, the public promotion campaigns, and all the organic reach, all of that to sort of ramp up, right? And now it's, again, a continual up curve. So we're very excited about those results. And it is something, in some cases, in some areas, it takes a little testing. It takes a little tuning and tweaking. And my entire team is dedicated to that process. They are dedicated to looking at every little metric, every little piece of testable, modifiable content. And we're constantly modifying and updating those for each of our clients to make sure that there's a perfect fit for their market. So once again, anybody who's listening to this, this Facebook Live, webinar, teleseminar, mass media mashup that we have going on here, I'd love to send you this free report. Many of our clients, many school operators all over the country and all over the world have lots of questions and confusion and concerns about how to leverage social media for their martial arts school. And when I'm describing that, I'm describing how to leverage it productively, right? That's sort of the big differential here. It's not just about creating a profile or creating, how we create these profiles and what you're doing with them and posting every day and liking every day and all sorts of stuff like that. I mean, certainly that's part of the activity that has to happen, but what we're really focused on is how to make that productive for you, how to turn that into new students, sort of ignoring distractions, understanding the fundamentals here, and using the structures and systems in place that can turn into an ROI for you in your martial arts school, not just turn into a bunch of activity. So go ahead and pop your email address in the comment section here. I'll be happy to have my team send this out to you. Just put a comment in, send it to me or whatever, and put your email there or however you want us to send it to you. And I'll have my team go ahead and handle that for you. Now listen, AMS has invested millions of dollars developing this system. No joke. We've invested over $7 million just over the last couple of years to develop the I-Enroll process, the proprietary software and automation tactics that we're using around it, hiring a team of people to handle all of this for you. And we've made a lot of mistakes. We've learned a lot of lessons along the way. And we finally found the formula. We finally created this combination and formula that's working incredibly well at incredibly low cost per student for our students. In fact, in our test schools, we've generated so many new students that many of our test schools had waiting lists, and some of them even opened new locations, double and even more the size, so that they could facilitate the new growth. So we're very proud of that. And as I described earlier, only AMS has this system. We've developed it internally. Nothing in our industry is even close. We've spent so much time and money on this. There aren't any companies in our industry willing to do it, right? Much less have the capacity and the capability to do it. When you look at all of the things that we're accomplishing with the proprietary social media technology we've developed here in-house, with the school management and marketing software applications that you'll be plugged into, the infinite number of hyper-targeted web funnels, multi-step web funnels that we'll be developing for you, the social media management team that we'll put on your team to help drive traffic to your martial arts school, the powerful marketing content that we've developed for you already. You have to do zero work. It's all done for you. The huge amounts of manual labor that we invest for each of our schools, top-level coaching to help you leverage all of this traffic that you'll be getting in your school, and so much more. Our completely transparent stated objective is to increase your income between $120,000 a year to $750,000 a year. That's what we're accomplishing with the Iron Roll system. So I'm sure that you'll have questions that we weren't able to accomplish, answering on today's session. And I'd recommend two things. Number one, go ahead and visit ienrollstudents.com. After our session today, go ahead and navigate yourself over to ienrollstudents.com, and you can get some more detailed information about how the program's going to work. But what I'd really recommend is that you give my team here a call at 800-275-1600, and they can answer any questions that you might have, and they can walk you through specifically how this process will roll out for your school, and specifically how your school might be able to benefit. What we're finding is every school is unique. Every school is different. Every school requires slightly different approaches to these types of things. It's one of the things that makes mastering social media for martial arts so challenging is it's so different from location to location, to school, and that's what our team here is really experts with. So give my team here a call at 1-800-275-1600, and while you're there, ask them how you can save 47% on your Iron tuition. This is a huge opportunity and a huge savings for our clients, so that we can really help them get up to speed quickly. We can help them add new students into their school and add to their income in a really cost-effective way. So visit ienrollstudents.com or give my team a call here at 1-800-275-1600, and remember to ask my team how you can save 47% on your Iron tuition. So big benefit number 3 is the Iron system will drive an extra 10 to 35 new students into your school every month with what we call our Iron Pro marketing systems. And essentially this works by us pinpoint targeting qualified prospects who are interested in your lessons and who can afford training in your school. We have some proprietary systems in order to be able to target them appropriately. Then we manage and monitor your ad campaigns 24/7, 365. So all of the social media campaigns that we'll be running for you take constant, focused effort. You can't let these things run for a day. You can't let them run for a few hours without someone manually looking over, managing them, tweaking them, tuning them, and multiplying their effectiveness. Otherwise, you're wasting way too much money. This takes constant focus and effort. And I have an entire team of people here dedicated on that 24/7, 365, every hour of every day of every week, right? Number next is you get trial appointments. So when someone comes through our web funnels, they set up a concrete appointment to come in for their first lesson. Now this is a big deal. And we're going to drive that traffic through, as I was describing earlier, between 5 and 24 or even more of these laser targeted web funnels. Now these funnels, again, are specifically focused on you, your school, the specific benefits that we're talking about in the advertising, and the specific actions that we're having those prospective students take. It's critically important that all of those components are in 100% alignment, right? Next, with software automation, you'll be notified of those appointments. You don't even have to log into software. All you have to do is check your cell phone and you'll get text message and email notifications every time a new student schedules their appointment. And then they will and you will be reminded of those appointments as well. So it's very, very useful and zero work on your part, right? We highly recommend that you do follow up with those students and confirm their appointment by phone. But we're going to help you with all of that work. And then finally, the students simply show up at your door. Right? You know that the time that they're scheduled, you've already confirmed them. They show up at 5 o'clock to take their first lesson. Now it's up to you to teach a great lesson and get them enrolled in your program. Our members are telling us that they're blown away at students enrolling for their programs while they sleep, right? And this is something that we're seeing lots and lots and lots of people setting up their trial appointments, setting up their trials at hours of the day where martial arts schools aren't even open, where the instructor at the school, the staff of the school, the owners of the school have been sleeping for 4 hours already, right? So this is something that's incredibly useful for you in your martial arts school. Now, what are the benefits of the iEnroll Pro marketing system? Well, number one, as I described, you get new students while you sleep. Zero work on your part. 2, you can have a waiting list in your martial arts school. 3, it ends enrollment and financial worries, right? Imagine what you can accomplish if you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Number 4, it's the same as hiring a huge staff of people. Look at all of the systems that we're handling for you. Zero work on your part. Number 5, you can increase your income again between $120,000 and $750,000 a year. These are not pie in the sky numbers. These are numbers that our clients are seeing in their schools right now. I'm not making this up. I'm reporting what is happening today.
I increased my monthly income by $80,000. I have already maxed out my after school and evening program. I now have a waiting list. The most important thing for me is to bring back the adult students to my classroom. I am currently operating out of a 10,000 square feet building. I'm making plans to double in size. Thanks, iEnroll.
So Chief Master Bug has for many years run a very successful program in Virginia. And since implementing the iEnroll process over the last 18 months, he already had a pretty successful program. But even so, in the last 18 months, he's added $80,000 a month to his revenue. $80,000 a month. As he described, he's currently operating in a 10,000 square foot building. He's now speccing out building a 20,000 square foot building standalone where that he'll operate the new school in. Again, this is all possible because he's focused on growing the location, not sweating, where the next student is coming from. The process is handled. Next, could you do all this by yourself, right? Could you accomplish what we're accomplishing by yourself? Well, maybe. All you'd have to do is waste tons of time and energy learning all this stuff, first of all. Second, tons of time, energy, and money manually doing all this work for yourself. You need to change your job from a martial arts instructor or a martial arts school owner over to somebody who's manually managing all of the social media, building web pages, web videos, handling multi-step follow-up sequences, handling software. Or you'd have to just hire some experts to do all that for you at 7-figure a year salary, hundreds of thousands of dollars you'd be spending. But the good news for you is that you don't have to do any of it. My team will handle everything for you. All you have to do is teach a great intro lesson and then enroll the students. Finally, you get to focus on what you love to do the most and get rid of all the headaches, save your personal time, and boost your enrollment and income by focusing on what you do best. Handling the student, teaching great lessons, and growing your school. This is your opportunity to put my team to work for you. We have a huge team of dedicated folks that are focusing on nothing but the iEnroll process and our clients using it. You'll see that we have a highly dedicated and motivated IT development team, software developers and programmers that are six-figure-a-year earners, right, that are high-salary individuals. We have an entire team of these folks that are focused on developing the best solutions for our clients. Our pro marketing team managing your advertising for you, managing your campaigns. Our social media promotional team managing all of our organic promotions. Our professional webmasters managing all the web funnels that you'll be able to use in your system. Our customer relations team to help answer any questions that you might have and make improvements over time. And all of our AMS news and coaching team here to help you accomplish your objectives. Again, growing your income between $120,000 and $750,000 a year. Success is your choice. You have a choice to make. You can grow your school the iEnroll way, or you can kind of go back to the old way. With the iEnroll way, you can have a waiting list. The old way, you can worry about enrollments every month, staring, up at the ceiling at night, sweating, wondering where the next new student is going to come from. Second, you can have more adult students in your classroom, or the old way, we can continue to have adults leaving our industry in droves. Number 3, we do all the dirty work. AMS does all the dirty work and labor for you, all the difficult jobs. Or number 3, you do it all yourself. You have to learn web development. You learn web design. You learn how to generate multimedia campaigns. You worry about follow-up systems. You worry about all these headaches that my team will take care of for you. Number 4, this is all in one. This saves you a ton of money and a ton of time because everything's all together. Or the old way, you can stitch together, glue together, duct tape together systems from 5 or more other agencies and entities and still not have anything even close to what we're accomplishing with iEnroll. Number 5, you can build a 5-star brand, or you can continue to be a commodity. You can continue to be just another option in your community rather than the option in your community. Number 6, you can have financial success, or you can continue to have financial pressure. It's now time to make a decision. It's time to invest in yourself for the success of your school and for your success long term. Now, it's easy to get started with the iEnroll system. It's just a one-time setup fee of only $1,295. Again, for all of the work and labor that my team is going to do to set you up with this stuff, $1,295 is nothing compared to the number of hours my team here is going to spend setting this up for you. And then monthly, the lease and service fee is just $1,295. And this includes your Atlas Martial Arts software package, your completely customized enrollment web funnels, all the pro marketing, advertising, media, content, promotional materials, artwork, everything that we're going to be doing for you is all included in this package. It's worth thousands of dollars a month to you and your school. Now, in addition to that, depending on how many programs you have in your school, you'll also be executing an advertising buy with some social media entity, typically Facebook, sometimes some other channels as well. And your ad buy will range between $495 a month and $995 a month, depending on how many programs you have in your school. If you just have traditional programs for adults and children, that'll be in the $495 range. If you have adults and children and after-school programs and summer camps, then it can range in the $995 range. So your total investment per month would be just $17.90 to $22.90. Now again, to replicate anything even close to this, you'll be spending 3 to 5 times as much in our industry to get even close to what we're doing. God forbid going back to expensive direct mail and radio and television advertising, where the cost is a huge multiple of what we're accomplishing now with the iEnroll process. And again, we're here to help you accomplish your goal. Our objective is to increase your revenue, increase your income, $120,000 to $750,000 a year. So I'm sure that you'll have questions that we weren't able to accomplish, answering on today's session. And I'd recommend 2 things. Number 1, go ahead and visit iEnrollStudents.com. After our session today, go ahead and navigate yourself over to iEnrollStudents.com, and you can get some more detailed information about how the program's going to work. But what I'd really recommend is that you give my team here a call at 800-275-1600, and they can answer any questions that you might have, and they can walk you through specifically how this process will roll out for your school and specifically how your school might be able to benefit. What we're finding is every school is unique. Every school is different. Every school requires slightly different approaches to these types of things. It's one of the things that makes mastering social media for martial arts so challenging is it's so different from location to location to school. And that's what our team here is really experts with. So give my team here a call at 1-800-275-1600. And while you're there, ask them how you can save 47% on your iEnroll tuition. This is a huge opportunity and a huge savings for our clients, so that we can really help them get up to speed quickly. We can help them add new students into their school and add to their income in a really cost-effective way. So visit iEnrollStudents.com or give my team a call here at 1-800-275-1600. And remember to ask my team how you can save 47% on your iEnroll tuition.